Heyo, Bobby D11 here for another NFL weekly prediction. Week 9, that is. Real quick, due to schedule conflicts, mostly on my part, by the way, I had to just change some shifts around at work, but my two co-stars, Dr. Nefario, Tyler Riley, and Superstar Fly Jake Guerin will not be joining me this week. I'm hoping to get them back at some point, but for now I'm going to keep things rolling because time waits for no one. Sorry, I love them to death, but let's keep moving. I stream with them. They'll both be in my Packers streams every Sunday right on Twitch. We're doing them on Twitch. Also check out my YouTube videos here. I have other weekly predictions. Give a like, comment this, subscribe please, and check those guys out as well. They're both on Twitch and YouTube as well. Also check us all out on Twitter. Bobby D11, Dr. Nefario, and Superstar Fly. That's our names. But let's get right into things, guys, here. So let's go back to week 7, because I missed week 8 due to my own personal reasons, sorry. But show goes on week 9. Week 7, little recap. We'll do it real quick here. Green Bay won, all right. The Giants beat Carolina. Didn't see it coming, got that one wrong. I went 10-3 on the week, so I wasn't too bad. But yeah, definitely didn't see the Giants winning that one. Same with Cincinnati. I had Baltimore all day. Cincinnati blew them out of the water. Oof. On the road, it was impressive. And then I took Seattle. Saints showed me wrong. I shouldn't have trusted Geno Smith. Dr. Nefario knows. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done that. So I went 10-3. It was an interesting week. Banged up Cleveland, beat Denver. A lot of blowouts across the board. We're going to jump right over to week 8. Week 7's over. Man, we're on week 9. You gotta hurry up with week 7. Alright, so week 8, I had the predictions, I promise, before it went, and I mean, if I was lying, I would have had a better record. I went 9-6, nothing impressive that week. It was an interesting week. I did take Green Bay over Arizona on Saturday night, and huge win, absolutely huge win, followed by the devastation of Rodgers with COVID and the little bit of betrayal he's done on fans and kind of everyone. We're not gonna get into that today, though. If you want to know more about it or my personal feelings, hit me up with a comment. I'll share it and we can talk about it. And don't forget to give a like. All right, let's keep moving on. So I went 9-6. I didn't pick the Jets. Straightforward there, guys. I didn't see the Jets doing that. Cincy blowing out Baltimore, coming in, losing to the Jets. Wow. Let's see what else here. I took Chargers. Chargers have been letting me down. They've been hurting me. Tampa lost. I didn't see that. And Dallas didn't have a QB. Dak was out. Minnesota couldn't pull it off. So I took Minnesota. Chiefs are looking rough. Chiefs are looking real rough. Which, Packers are about to play them, so I'm happy to see that. But, wow, Chiefs look average. They do not look like a playoff team. Carolina got it back on track, beating Atlanta. But Sam Darnold is in concussion protocol, so we'll see what happens there. Derrick Henry, he's out. Tennessee won the game, but lost a lot. Derrick Henry's out for the season. Not good, guys. Not good. Especially if you're a Tennessee fan. You got to break your heart on that. I'm reaching out for my condolences. So I went 9-6. That 9-6. That brings my overall record for so far this year to 76-45. Respectable. Got them numbers up, doing a little bit better. Not doing too bad. So if you're betting, you got a little bit of hope. A little bit of hope in me. I hope I'm not telling you what to pick for that, but I'm hoping I'm giving you some ideas. So now that week 8 is out of the way, we are going to go right into week 9. And I'm actually going to pull up a little schedule right here real quick. So, got my week 9. And this is actually done on Friday, so Thursday night game is done. I did pick Indianapolis over the Jets because I wasn't too sold, even though they beat Cincinnati. Wasn't sold on them. But hey, Indianapolis, I think Indianapolis is getting healthy. Indianapolis looks good. Indianapolis looked good last night. I think their defense is getting healthy. I think their offensive line is getting healthy. And, I know something. Tennessee just lost everything that they ever Like that they just lost their horse to the carriage essentially. So I think it's the Colts division to lose right now. They're looking good. Things are looking up, and I guess technically that brings me to 77 and 46 because I did pick the Colts. Now we're gonna get into meat and potatoes of the week, Sunday games. This is gonna be fun. There are some interesting matchups, and we're gonna start right off with Cleveland at Cincinnati. Cincinnati, terrible loss coming off the Jets, but Cleveland's got a lot of turmoil, and they couldn't pull it off last week against Pittsburgh. Yeah, they lost to Pittsburgh at home. And with OBJ and everything, we'll see what happens. But they did. As of today, they actually released OBJ. So that is current news. They did release him. LeBron free OBJ happened. It wasn't. I'd say personally, I think OBJ handled it well. And I also don't know why the Browns organization held on to him for that long. I think that was idiotic in that part. They've gone through 2 regimes with him, and it's just no. Point being, I'm taking Cincinnati. I think they got a little bit on their high horse, beating Baltimore, and then they got knocked down when it came to the Jets. And you overlook opponents. It's the Jets. They're not very good, but this is the NFL. These are professional players. And even though, you can say, oh, this team sucks. I don't even know how they win games. No, they're professional players. Like, even if they don't have giant, big names, they're good. And they're going to show you that they belong. And that's what the Jets did. They showed them they belong in the NFL. But I'm picking Cincinnati to win. And then I'm going to move right on to Denver at Dallas. Denver traded away Von Miller to the Rams, which, scary. I'm startled. I am startled. And then we got Dallas. Dak should be back. And Dallas got a huge win. A huge win without him. Like, on the road, Minnesota. Wow, that's impressive. So, I guess my outlook on a backup quarterback isn't, is he an NFL quarterback? It's, can you plug him in and win 2 games? 2 to 3 games. If you got a quarterback who's out 5 weeks, can you get 2? Can you be competitive? Can you give yourself chances? If the answer is no, you don't got a backup quarterback. But Dallas has a backup quarterback, and I'm taking him over Denver. I don't think Denver's got a lot going for him. I think Denver needs to make some decisions and some different choices at offensive coordinator. That's what I think. They have a lot of talent. I don't feel like it's getting used properly. But they also need a quarterback, so Denver is kind of a lost cause for me. And Dallas is looking good. So that offense is shining. So let's move on to the next one after taking Dallas. Houston at Miami. Tyrod Taylor's back, and because Tyrod Taylor's back, I'm taking Houston. I have no faith in Miami. They're a train wreck. Houston's been kind of really terrible, but not incredibly terrible. But with Tyrod, they were okay. So they traded away some people. Their defensive line, I'm really worried about. But Miami just, I don't know. I got no faith in that team, and I don't think they got faith in themselves. So I'm gonna take a team that they're getting a manageable quarterback with, and I think him and Cooks are gonna connect and have a decent outing. Taking Houston. There's my, I don't know if you call it an upset. There we go. There's something. Now we got, moving on to the next one. I got Atlanta at New Orleans. Saints just beat Tampa, but they lost Jameis. But they did it with Trevor Siemian. Crazy when you think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna take Saints. Atlanta has been playing better, and they snuck in a few wins, and they've done some work. But I don't think Atlanta's got a lot going for them. And the Saints still have Kamara. Michael Thomas is going to be out for the year, but I mean they've been good without him. They've beaten Green Bay and Tampa Bay at this point, so I got no reason to go against them. Taking the Saints on that one. Now we got Las Vegas at New York Giants. And Giants stay in games, but Giants have a lot of issues. And Vegas is good. Simple as that. Vegas is good. Derek Carr, MVP level, good. And they lost Riggs, though. And terrible an incident that took another person's life, and my prayers go out to her family and her soul. Hope and to Riggs. I'm sure he's not coping well murdering someone. So terrible situation. You hate to see it, you hate to hear about it, and you wish it didn't happen, but reality is that's what can happen when you make those choices he made. So prayers out for everybody, and I hope everybody can get on as best they can after that incident. But back to sports. I'm taking Vegas even after that. Giants are horribly banged up, so yeah. Giants are just a no-go for me. All right, let's move on. Whew, got a little sentimental there. All right, New England at Carolina. This is a tough one. New England's good. Like, simply put, they're just good. A well-coached team. They started figuring it out as the weeks went by, and they look good. And Carolina, I don't think, is going to have Sam Darnold this week due to concussion. And I think McCaffrey is back or might be back. I'm not 100% which, but I still take New England because I think Carolina's still kind of figuring some things out. And I'm not too sure about, without Sam Darnold, what's going to happen there. Taking New England because they just look good right now. Simple as that. I got more faith in them. And Carolina's got to show me something. This would be a big game. If Carolina wins this game, this gets their season back on track-ish in a very hard division. Very hard division. So, like, they need to win. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Carolina's dropped a few games that were ugly. But I think New England's got this. I think they're a better coach team, and I think Bill Belichick is going to have an answer. We're going to go Buffalo at Jacksonville next, and that's pretty straightforward. Buffalo. They're good. Jacksonville is not good. There we are. So go on to the next one. Minnesota at Baltimore. Minnesota, disappointing year. Really disappointing year. I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of them, but I'm I'm a Packers fan. Same division. I don't know what's going on in Minnesota. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it's offense, defense. I can tell you that they need to figure out something. They've had some heartbreak losses, but they ain't gonna cut it. I know that they expect a lot better out of their team. And going into the year, I thought they'd be decent. They're not looking too good, and they're playing Baltimore. Really good team. Baltimore's gonna take this all day. Baltimore's just gonna take it. Simple as that. All right, so we got the Los Angeles Chargers at Philly, and I laughed there a little bit because I keep going with the Chargers, and I'm going to stick with them. Keeping with my guns. Point being, should have won this on. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really trust Philly. Philly sneaked out a few wins, and they've been decent, but Chargers are a better team. Straight up. I think Chargers should have went out and tried to get Fletcher Cox from Philadelphia. But they didn't, because I think that would really help their run defense, and that's really what they need right now. But, it is what it is. I'm taking the Chargers. I'm a little worried because I don't know what's really going on over there, but I'm taking the Chargers. This one's interesting. Green Bay at Kansas City. Aaron Rodgers is out because of COVID, and the world hates him. Rightfully so. He's done some questionable things in the last year that have kind of, I feel like nobody's really defending him anymore. But we'll see what happens in the long run. I hope he's okay. I hope for his good health because he does have COVID. You never know. Would hate to see something bad happen. Kansas City doesn't look good, and we're coming in with a good team. Defense is still banged up, but we do well. We do really well with our defense. Kansas City's defense and offense did not click well last week. And even with Jordan Love, I think we're gonna pound the rock a lot, and we're gonna get somewhere. I think our running back is gonna do what they did against Arizona. Jeez, what am I doing here? They're gonna do what they did against Arizona, and I think we're gonna pull it out. We're gonna play safe, dink and dunk with the run game. That's what we're gonna play. Green Bay's gonna pull it off for Kansas City. Kansas City's gonna drop home game, and I don't think they have an answer. I think there's a lot of pressure on Patrick Mahomes. I think there's a lot of pressure on that team. I also think that there's a lot of distractions you know, with what their recent success with and when their expectations, everything. There's also distractions that come with it, and I just don't think Mahomes looks very happy. I blame his brother. That's just me. But no, I'm taking Green Bay even with Jordan Love. I'm very worried because I want to take Love personally out of it, and I want to keep it very in front of him. Like, I want the run. Like, if we don't establish the run, but it's going to be an interesting game. I will be streaming it on Twitch. Come join. That's 3:25 on Sunday, Central Time here in Wisconsin, if you couldn't tell. Anyways, come join. Also, if you're liking the content, drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate it a lot. And now after that, let's move on to Arizona at San Francisco. Oof. Arizona's coming off that tough loss to Green Bay. And Murray's tweaked up a little bit. He's a little banged up, but I think they're gonna pull it off over San Francisco. It's not San Francisco's year. That's a team that's got a lot of talent last 2 years. Bad things keep happening, but maybe they can turn it around. I think Arizona's gonna pull this one off. Tennessee at LA Rams. And I'm going Rams, guys. Tennessee lost Derrick Henry, and the Rams got Von Miller. So, yikes. Like, I think the Rams got kind of what they need to do what San Francisco did against Arizona, which was a tight game. They kind of they box him in. They don't let him, because Murray's small, so he's not going to run forward in the pocket. He's going to want to kind of retreat and go around the side. So you don't necessarily go after him, but you keep him in a box, and then that limits what he can do with his feet, and it makes it harder for him. And that's what you got to do. And I think that's been figured out. I think Green Bay figured it out. I think San Francisco drew the blueprint, and people are going to follow it. And I think the Rams have all the tools to do it. And that's a scary defensive line. So Rams, I'm talking like they're playing Arizona. But no, Rams defensive line will take control of this game. And without Derrick Henry, I don't see much going on with Tennessee. So taking Rams, and I'm scared of Rams going forward because I think they just became favorites for the Super Bowl. Chicago, Monday night at Pittsburgh. Chicago's not that good. Just plain and simple. They got a terrible offensive line. Not a lot of chemistry going on. And just not good stuff going on in the coaching. So, I'm taking Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh gets a win here. And, Pittsburgh's starting to get somewhere. Watch out. People were writing them off after, a few weeks. But, they get a few win streak here. Watch out. But yeah, there we go. And then for buys this week, we got Detroit, Seattle, Tampa Bay, and Washington. I guess I go a little more in the Pittsburgh, Chicago. Chicago's not very good. Pittsburgh's got a good defensive line. So I'm just going to put it right there. Fields going to run for his life. Yeah, I think with the teams on bye weeks, Seattle obviously has Green Bay next week. Russell Wilson's expected to be back. So that's big for them. Detroit, I don't know. They got to figure something out. They got issues all over the place. They've been competitive, and last week they were not. They looked dead, defeated. So, Tampa Bay, I'm sure they need a week off after that loss. So, Washington, and also, I don't know. There's a lot going on in Washington, and they got to change a lot of stuff. But with the upper management coming down from the owner and everything, I don't think Washington's going to be doing much this year until that all gets sorted. So, yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know how you thought. We got them right here. We're going to switch back over so you can see more of my awesome Destiny poster. But no, let me know what you think. Leave a comment, give a like. Please subscribe. I'd love to hear from you guys. Love to know what you think. Of course, as I said I said it like 4 times now. But no, thanks for stopping by. If you made it this far, congratulations. About 20 minutes. I like it. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Much love.